Flashback to December for the last time Guildford played here. The Steelers knew they were trouble after losing all three at home to the Flames the season before, but the road team won again, as so often happens when these teams meet. The Steelers were able to shake it off and go on a 14-game winning run after that, and even though they're now on a new 9-game win streak, they know all too well what Guildford are capable of here. Although there's no bad blood between these teams, there is a cup final coming up in 4 weeks' time. All the Great Britain players who got the first part of Olympic qualification done in style have returned to fill the blank space on both teams' rosters. And on the jersey front, everything has changed from orange to pink for Valentine's Day. It's a big game in front of a big crowd. Question, you ready for it? Now Guildford trying to attack with speed. Stuck with it all the way, and the shot that does trickle through, it's a dangerous one this, because Greenfield's down, and he's made the save on the backhand shot.
Yeah, Steelers get caught a little bit on a change. Can't see who was coming off the ice and just get outnumbered on the way back, and the disc dribbles through you. I mean, how Greenfield sees that, I have no idea, falling backwards, and then it's carnage as everyone is trying to clear up as best they can, and Guildford still have an extra man in there, but Greenfield says, oh, I'll just do the old child pad stack and just lay down.
The Flames switch it back to O'Connor again, and then Hughes again. Oh, he tries one more reverse pass, and the Steelers just couldn't quite get a stick on it to clear it down the ice.
Hughes, lucky gets away with one there. Whistle went to take the puck, and Hughes just took a little bit of a leg out. Whistle just reluctantly ended up going down after the fact.
Great skating from Neverline, and he's gained all the zones. And now he plays the pass for Valorant, who wires one, and the save up high from McAdam.
Again, McAdam making a good save, but credit Neverline with that big rush as they go down, and not much of a better shooter you want to pass the puck to with time is Valorant, but here you see Neverline just easing through the neutral zone, bypassing the D. I'm not sure with the forward on defense, but everybody forgets about everybody else in front of that. Valorant comes in and absolutely rips at it. Looks like it's close to the neck area, top of the shoulder there on the netminder. So
Flames might get one last shot through here. They do. Greenfield saves. It's loose. It's behind Greenfield, and it's cleared away off the line by the Steelers. Oh, and then it was caught under Tansy.
That's a big cross check. Wow. That's a huge cross check on Tansy in front of the net. Who's down on the ground there?
It was spotted
Guildford
by the official. The penalty is incoming, but the Steelers were a couple of inches away from going behind there.
Yeah, it's Cormier that comes down, and you see Tansy go down here. I'm sure it's Ferguson comes in here. Let's have a look at this. There's a slash across it, and then look at that. That's up under the chin as well as he lifts his chin up. Wow. Not the brightest move in the building, that's for sure, from Ferguson. There's no need for it. It puts Guildford short-handed, but we'll see if Fox has anything to say about it after the facts on a review, because that's a pretty nasty two-handed slash in the neutral zone, and then a cross-check coming up on the chin.
Cormier shoots, and he gets blocked. Only got halfway to McAdam before hitting a Flames body. And they force the puck out of the zone. The Steelers quickly clear it. Allen last out, and the Steelers are straight back in. Hughes plays the pass. Oh, he got a deflection off a Flames body. Oh, and then he was boarded in the corner.
Yeah, that's going to be another one.
That's got to be a penalty. Play will continue. Harper has thankfully popped back up, and that one is sent in. It's offside. Harper hadn't got out of the zone before it was saved by McAdam.
We'll see if this is going to be a 2 or a 5.
I think Harper popping straight back up.
Yes, but again, it
might just do O'Connor a favour.
Yeah, still a dangerous play. At the end of the day, again, Guildford have had a lot of momentum throughout the game, and now we're going to have a little look at here at Sheffield's 5-on-3 power play as Fox wants to have a little chat.
Balmas. First penalty is ended. Valorant, great arm save by McAdam as Valorant went across to that far corner. Still 5-on-4 for another 20 seconds. Saucerman, good pad save, big rebound. Balmas just never quite sat in his wheelhouse. It did for Saucerman, and it got stopped. Oh, the puck bobbled on Saucerman, and it takes the Steelers out of the zone, and that'll just about do it. Penalty kill gets the job done for the Guildford Flames, and that's another penalty. Heading to the box now is Crocop. That's a hooking minor.
Yeah, it's a hooking minor up around the shoulders of Robert Dowd again. He gets a stick up and around the neck, and You can complain all you want, but Guildford really got to pay attention to what's going on here. Sheffield haven't caught it yet, but there's the stick coming up around the neck, and yeah, the referee's going to call it all night long. No matter what Dowd does going up and down, it's literally 6 feet away from him.
It's away from Shudra, and Flames have a chance to skate this one away. Covering from Vinnell. Now Tanzi is in the goal-scoring mood right now. He goes to the net front. Steelers drag it in. Backhand shot saved. Loose one there. He's slammed home. The Steelers do have the opener, provided by Mitchell Balmas.
Yeah, credit Kevin Tanzi here. You'll see he goes to the net and causes absolute craziness out in front. Robert Dowd pulls it to the backhand. Gets a shot through the netminder again. Can't quite get a hold of it. It pinballs around, and the quickest one to it is Balmas. As you can see, it's McPartland that gets tied up with Tanzi, but again, we say it, center lane drive, how many times? Look at the chaos that Tanzi creates in there. Everybody goes to him. Mitchell Balmas doing what a goal scorer does, just sort of floats around the outside and finds it. The Macarena is going around the building here.
Right, I can stop doing the Macarena now because the game's back on. I was being shown on the big screen there, so. That was what was alluded to on the podcast last week. It apparently let people down because they cut to me, but I wasn't doing the Macarena. I normally do. Oh, there's a chance here for Whistle! Oh! The first one that McAdam couldn't keep hold of, and Brandon Whistle doubles the Steelers' lead.
I think it is. It's Colton Sossaman here. Just sort of floats one through. You can see it's going to bounce right in front, right there. That's a horrendous little bounce. Tough to handle. But Brandon Whistle does a fantastic job. And then just outweights. I thought he might have pulled it to the backhand and get the open net, but he just drags it forehand. Fourth line comes with a big goal here, just pretty much out of nothing, but that's what Sheffield needed just to stretch it out, and probably well deserved for this period for the opportunities that they've had.
Granella. Pass up the wall that again Usula intercepts. That's two good blocks he's made. Drops the pass back. Watling plays the pass. Oh, and the save is made by a scrambling McAdam.
Wow, did McAdam make the save on that? If he does, that's a fantastic read, or if it was a defenseman getting in the way. But
that might be O'Connor in the way, perhaps.
Yeah, somebody here. But Usula drags it back, and you can think Watling, how am I going to go? Top shelf, look at that. But then across we go, and yeah, wow. Either way, fantastic effort from both sides yet again to try to deny and try to score.
Melendez directing traffic, hoping for a puck perhaps to come his way from Cronella. It does. He one-times it. Kick save made. Puck is loose, and Greenfield got across and saved that. The puck is still live. There's a scramble in the crease, and Greenfield's got it trapped under his back. Has he? No, it's still live out front. The Steelers are desperate for a whistle.
And it comes out. Wow.
And they clear it away. My word, all hands on deck.
We'll see what's going on. Diffley Sosserman's the one that does it. He doesn't actually put his hands on it. He's just trying to be in the way, and you can see it bouncing around. It's actually underneath the Guildford player, and the Ciampini that comes out with it and throws it down the ice. It's a block shot by Diffley, and then the Sosserman as well. Wow, gotta love a net crash, don't you?
Taken on by Hook. Ferguson's the option inside. It got past him. Oh, and that's a penalty as Greenfield was taken down.
Is it Ferguson again? Comes out through. Yeah, he trails his foot. That's total intentional. You can see him pulling if you're trying to get out of the way of that, you've got plenty of time there on a tight turn to pull that back leg out so you don't make contact.
Valorant's the shooting option near side. Instead they look for Balmas. Work down low, it'll come out to Valorant. It wasn't quite there for the immediate shot. Balmas again. Plays the pass, looks for the return, and there's Valorant! Oh, he loved that one.
Bit of a pinball through, but Sheffield stay with it. Guildford were doing a fantastic job keeping it away. Balmas does a good job here. It looks like he's going to shoot. Drops the defender, and Dowd gives it back. Watch it pinball here, right there. Unlucky. Goes from Hook back off of Balmas right over to Valorant, who's in the goal-scoring spot. I was just about to say, Sheffield are due a power play goal to try to stretch this, as Guildford have been all over them pretty much this period. But there you see the little 1-2 play from Ciampini back to Balmas. Bit unfortunate for the penalty killers as they go off Hook here. Bang, bang.
Tansey will just go behind his own net and try and see out the final few seconds. Guildford know they're beaten. And the Steelers are winners again. Back-to-back home shutouts for Matt Greenfield. Back-to-back home 3-0 wins for the Steelers. They just keep on going. 65 points, and they've only conceded 62 goals. A Matt Greenfield shutout, but he was supported so well by the defenseman in front of him that it is Nicholas Nevalainen who gets the Man of the Match award tonight. He's in his second season with the club, but this will be his very first Eddie. He just quietly goes about his business, Nicholas Nevalainen. He's rarely in the headlines, rarely in the spotlight. He doesn't let the Steelers down. Nevalainen in the shotgun. Down on the go route. Touchdown, Steelers.
It would have been a good one if they won by a touchdown, but we'll take a field goal, Jonathan?
3-0 is as good as 7-0. Oh, little false start on the snap there.
Oh, are you calling a penalty, Jonathan? Or are you going to let it go?
The Steelers were able to overcome the penalties called against them today. Right into the bucket. Coach, another 3-0 home win. Your thoughts on that one?
Really good 60 from us tonight. Good hockey team. They play fast. I thought we absorbed their speed through the neutral zone very well tonight. Our forwards were heavy on the track. Defensively, again, I thought we were just physically played a very heavy defensive game tonight, made them earn everything. Just responsible team first effort tonight. No passengers. Everyone was dialed in. I thought their goalie made some huge saves, especially in transition early in that game. But excellent hockey game. Really, really good.
And there were times when the team was backed up and had to absorb a lot of pressure. Late in the second period, the power plays early in the third, the team passed every test that it was faced with. Absolutely.
Penalty kill again, outstanding. Very good power play. Thought, again, we kept them pretty perimeter. Our defensemen have just been at another level lately. And then obviously Greener back there is if we do fold a little bit and have to absorb, Greener's there to make some big saves for us night in and night out. So excellent. Honestly, can't say enough good things about how our group's rolling right now, and just tons of character and leadership in that room.
And a goal for the fourth line, Brandon Whistle. You had to play just the 3 lines last weekend. So much easier to play with 4.
I think that was a big key in the game for us tonight. I thought they pushed hard in the first 10 minutes of the game. They played with tons of pace. I felt in the second period, us playing 4 and them playing 3, I think kind of showed an advantage to us. And again, we've played some really, really good winning hockey in the third period to close that game down. I think we gave up 3 5-on-5 shots in the third. So anytime you do that, going into the third up, you're going to give yourself a really good chance.
And an important victory tonight because Guildford have won their previous 4 in this building. If it had become 5, the next one's the cup final.
Yeah, I think you can, throw away everything from years previous. This year, we lost a 3-2 game. I think we had an overtime goal taken back right at the buzzer in that game, if I remember it rightly. But again, good hockey team. In a one-off, we know they're going to come ready to play. It'll be a fun atmosphere in here, I'm sure, and should be a fun night in a month from now. But a lot of hockey still to play before then, and we'll just continue to focus on the next one.
Man of the match to Nicholas Nevalainen, a player that we probably don't talk about often enough.
Yeah, unassuming player, plays the game so well. I think he's leading the league in plus-minus right now, or at least he was before the week started. He led the league, him and Grave led the league last year. So just a guy that plays such a responsible game, so good in transition for an undersized guy, great stick, still defends very heavy, and awesome player.
Just needs a goal.
Just needs a goal, yeah. If this is what we get out of Nicky every night, I'm pretty happy.
The next visitors here are the Nottingham Panthers. Always going to be an emotional game when they come, and they're in a little bit of a good run now.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the result tonight, but I haven't watched that game yet. But they've, even before we played them the last time, I thought they were playing some good hockey and just didn't have any puck luck and weren't finding ways to win games. So now they've got a few under their belt since then. They're playing a lot better. We'll watch some tape on them and we'll give tomorrow off again, manage the bodies here and have a normal skate Friday for a huge weekend.
The one player who missed out tonight was Mark Simpson. What's the latest on his condition?
Yeah, he took a ding in that Coventry game, only played a minute and a half. We were hoping he'd be kind of a game time decision. Wasn't, we ruled him out pretty early in the day today. We'll see how he trends for the weekend. And I thought all four lines played really, really well tonight, but he's a huge miss. So just the size and pace, and he drives that line with 29 and 12. But they played well tonight too.
Paul, can you just summarise your feelings after that defeat?
Hugely disappointed, but we knew coming in here the form that Sheffield's in at the minute. You've got to come in here and give an almost complete 60-minute performance without any mistakes. And Sheffield have put themselves in that position, and I thought the first period the balance was pretty even. I know we killed a huge 5-on-3 there, got a little bit of momentum from that, but again it's margins, isn't it? It's fine margins, and goals are scored by a mistake or a fine margin, and I think that was the case tonight here. But again, we were okay tonight, but we've got to do a lot of things better to compete with this team.
You were arguably the better team towards the end of the second, certainly the early in the third. Just that goal would have changed things, it seems.
Yeah, it is. You talk about momentum in a game as well, and Greenfield's seen the puck all night, and I think that just grows in stature. He gets more confident, and then it just gets harder to beat. But we had some good looks on the power play, but again, good looks aren't goals, are they? We can spray it around, but you got to be, you got to go up the paint, but you got to make sure when you get the power plays, you're creating on that. And I can't criticise our power play. Our power play has been good all year, but you have games where unfortunately you just don't get it done. So I think that was the case tonight. We had some good looks on the power play. Again, you score a goal on there, and then the momentum maybe shifts in our way.
You were defeated on home ice on Sunday. Did you at least get the reaction you wanted from your players today?
It was better. And I don't want to use the excuse, but Sunday we looked tired. But I know previous in the week on the Wednesday we had the semi-final, so we come off the high of beating Glasgow and getting into the final. And then obviously we played Saturday at home, but we had 2 home games. But just visually, we looked tired on Sunday. So the message, we had to do a lot of things better today. We certainly played with a bit of jump here tonight, but like you say, it still wasn't the performance that I was looking for us, if I'm brutally honest.
Your next visit here will be the Cup final 4 weeks from now. It'll be another sold-out building and an occasion to savour. Yeah,
it will be. I think obviously we've got to. I've just touched on it there. We've got to really come in here and we've got to have that perfect night. The way Sheffield are playing right now, and rightly so. It's a team high on confidence, and you can see that. They've got goal scoring from all 4 forward lines. They're very stingy on the back end. They don't give many goals up, don't give many chances up. So we know what to expect coming back in here. But we've had good games in here, so I am expecting a good game. But again, we need to address some things that we have to do better on the night.